Hi student, today I am going to discuss the various image formation in case of convex and concave lens. Okay, in the previous video I have discussed few rules to draw this image in case of lenses. So these rules was, if any ray incident on a lens parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it will pass through the focus in case of convex lens, or in case of concave lens it appears to pass through the focus. Second rule was, if any ray incident through the focus, then it will pass parallelly to the principal axis after refraction. And the third rule is, if any ray refract through the optical center, then after refraction there will be no change in its path. Okay, so based on these rules, we will draw the image in case of concave and convex lens for various position of the object. Number 1, when the object is placed at infinity. Okay, when the object is placed at infinity, one thing you have to remember, that any ray which is coming from an object which is placed at infinity, so this incident ray will always consider as a ray parallel to the principal axis. So this is focus, center of curvature, center of curvature. Now if we place the object at infinity, all the ray which will fall on the lens, they will be parallel to the principal axis. Okay, and after refraction it will pass through the focus. Like this. So the image will form at focus. So image form at that point where the refracted ray meets. Okay, so here all the refracted ray meet at the focus. So that is why image will form at focus, which will be real, inverted, and size of the image will be very small and it will be point size. Okay. So next, when the object is placed beyond C, beyond center of curvature, focus, center of curvature, focus, center of curvature. So this is our optical center. Now we place the object beyond C, that means here. Suppose this is our object A, B. Now in drawing this image formation, we have to take only two rays. One ray will be parallel to the principal axis and another ray will take which will pass through the optical center. Only these two rays we have to take. First you take a parallel ray to the principal axis and after refraction it will pass through the focus. Like this. Okay, and the ray which will incident through the optical center, so there will be no change in its path. That means it will not change the direction if it passes through the optical center. So these two refracted meet at a point which is in between focus and center of curvature. So image will form in between focus and center of curvature. So in this case, image will form in between focus and center of curvature, and the image will be real, inverted and diminished. That means size of the image will be small as compared to the size of the object. So this is a second image formation. So next, when the object is placed at center of curvature, okay, at C. Let's see where the image will form if we take the object at center of curvature. So optical center, focus, center of curvature, focus, center of curvature. Now I place the object here at the center of curvature A, B. This is our object. Now this is the parallel ray to the principal axis. After refraction, it will pass through the focus. Now we have to take another ray which will pass through the optical center. So these two rays will meet at this point. So where these two points meet? Here. Exactly at center of curvature. Okay? That means if we place the object at center of curvature, image will also form at the center of curvature. So image will form at C, which will be real, inverted and equal in size. Size of the image will be equal to the size of the object. So this is a third case. Now next, when the object will be placed in between C and F, in between C and F. Optical center, focus, center of curvature, focus, center of curvature. Now we place the object here, A, B. So to draw all this diagram, this is the same technique. We have to take two rays, one is parallel to the principal axis, which will pass through the focus of the refraction, and another ray through the optical center, which will not change its path after refraction. Okay, so these two refracted rays meet at this point, so image will form here. C. So when we place the object in between C and F, image is formed beyond C. So this is just opposite to the case 2, where if we place the object beyond C, okay, if we place the object beyond C, image is formed in between C and F. Now if we place the object in between C and F, image is formed beyond C. In the previous case, when we place the object beyond C, image was diminished, but in this case, image will be enlarged. Size of the image will be greater than size of the object. So image will form beyond C, and this is real, inverted and enlarged. Enlarged means size of the image will be greater than size of the object. So in the next case, we will place the object at focus. Okay, at F. So in the first case, when the object is placed or object is at infinity, image is formed at the focus. Now we are going to put the object at focus. So in this case, image will form at infinity. So let's prove this with this diagram. Optical center, focus, and the center of curvature. Focus, center of curvature. Now I put this object at focus. A, B. So one ray which is parallel to the principal axis of the refraction, it will pass through the focus. Now another ray which will pass through the optical center, it will refract without changing its direction. So as we can see, these two refracted rays are parallel to each other. Since these two refracted are parallel, we can't tell at which point these two rays will meet. Okay, since they are parallel. So these two refracted rays will meet at infinity. That much we know. So in this case, image will form at infinity. So real, inverted, and size will be highly enlarged. Highly enlarged. That means size of the image will be very much larger than the size of the object. Okay, next condition 6. Now we are going to put the object in between focus and optical center, F and O. So this is a special case in case of convex lens, where we are going to get a partial image in case of convex lens. Okay, so this is the only condition in case of convex lens, or this is the only position of an object in the convex lens where we can get a partial image. Optical center, focus, center of curvature, focus, center of curvature. Now we'll put the object here, A, B. So this ray will, after refraction, will pass through focus, and the ray passing through optical center will not change its path. So as we can see, these two refracted rays are deviated from each other, moving away from each other. So there is no possibility that these two refracted rays will meet at this side, because they are moving away from each other. That is why we will increase this refracted ray in the backward side, like this. Okay. So these two refracted rays will meet at a certain point like this. So in this case, image will form here. So this dotted line is not the actual line, these are imaginary line. If we look from this side, okay, if we look from this side, we'll see that the image is from here, or these two reflected rays are coming from this point. It will appear like that, but actually this is not real. So image will form in front of the lens, okay, which will be virtual, erect and enlarged. So this is the only condition, okay, only position of the object where we can get a virtual image from convex lens. Okay, now we will discuss the image formation in case of concave lens. So in concave lens, only virtual image is formed. No real image we can get from concave lens. Okay. Image formation in case of concave lens. So this lens always produce virtual, erect and diminished image. Always. In convex lens we can get real and virtual image, inverted and erect image, enlarged and diminished image, all kind of image we can get from convex lens. But from concave lens we can get only virtual, erect and diminished image. Consider that the object is placed infinity. Then all the ray which will fall on this lens, after refraction it will diverge like that. So they will, here in this side these two refracted ray will not meet, but if we increase this refracted ray like this, so it will meet at a certain point, that is called focus. That means the image will form at the focus. Next, now we will place the object at any position in front of the lens. Focus, center of curvature, and at any position in front of the lens we can take the object. Okay, suppose we take the object here. We can take it here also, here also, here also, no problem. Always we will get a same kind of image. So here this is optical center. Here also we have to take two rays. One is parallel to the principal axis, which will deviate like this or diverge like this. So after refraction it appears to pass through the focus. It will not actually pass through the focus, but it will appear that it is coming from the focus. Now one ray which is flowing, passing through the optical center, it will move without any deflection like this. So in this case image will form here. It is this. So which is virtual, erect and diminished. At any position of the object, this image will form only this kind of